I hate it when they talk about me, but I love it when they talk about me. Greetings, Scorpio, all placements. This is Basic Instinct by Seer. I should have listened to myself when I told myself never to let you in again, but I just pushed myself. Picking up pieces of my heart. I'm just tired of loving you in the dark. I wish I could have seen all that you had planned for me. This is what happens when you don't go with your basic instincts. So someone is realizing, man, I really should have gone with my basic instincts. My gut told me from the beginning of this connection that something wasn't right. My gut told me from the beginning in this housing situation something wasn't right. My gut told me in the beginning something with this job wasn't right. Something was only supposed to be a short-term transitory thing. Something was meant to be short-lived. Something was meant to be like a bridge. It wasn't meant to be a long-held thing. Something was meant to be short-term, Scorpio. So someone here is realizing this. I should have warned myself again and again, but I just pushed myself. Someone here also can be on the verge of burnout, so be careful, Scorpio. I was also hearing Divine Moments of Truth by Spangel. Someone can feel like they are about to enter a new divine moment of truth. Someone is about to express or speak a divine truth. Someone is trying to keep something gold in limbo. Someone is trying to keep someone in a state of confusion. Someone doesn't want someone to have clarity. Someone doesn't want someone to follow their instincts. Someone is trying to intercept or dissect or like gaslight someone's instincts. Someone is trying to make someone feel like their instincts aren't real, their instincts, are bogus, that they shouldn't believe them, or that it's just silly. I was also hearing I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys, and yeah, what I don't get about this song. Now that I can see that we're falling apart. Yeah, we're falling apart because you want it that way. And in a relationship, that doesn't work. It has to be a compromise, but both people have to compromise, and it has to be an alignment for both people to compromise. And if you actually really love someone, which I was just saying this in Cancer's reading, then your love would supersede your desire to have and to possess and control and mine. I want you. I want it this way. I want it mine. That's not love. That's possessive. That's codependent. I want to collect. You're a shiny toy for me to collect on my shelf. You're something for me to collect and brag about. Or you're something, to take care of me. You're my mommy. So, someone doesn't have good motives here. And they're trying really hard to make sure that the other person doesn't realize that. Like they are trying really hard to convince someone that they do have good motives when they know darn well they don't. You are my fire, my one desire, but we are two worlds apart. Yeah, that's because this person is your desire and fire. Just the loins and desire. That's not like a true life partnership. That's not, you are my partner in crime. That's not, we have the greatest communication and we have all the right skills. That's not, our love languages are compatible. That's not, we're compatible. We're two worlds apart. I can't reach your heart. Yeah, you can't reach my heart. So we're not in alignment. So there's not love here because love penetrates to the heart. Love doesn't see age. Love doesn't see distance. Love doesn't see your way and his way and her way and yada, yada. It's just love or not. There's the way of love. You can have love or you can be right. You can't have both. You can have love or you can have something a certain way. You can't have both. That's just, I don't know. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I don't ever want to hear you say, I want it that way. So I don't know. It's like, and then I was also hearing Kiss Me Through the Phone by Soulja Boy. So, baby, you know that I miss you. I'm going to be with you, but I can't right now. So, baby, kiss me through the phone. Someone here can be at a distance. Someone here can be blocked from somebody. Someone is just really missing someone. Someone is about to pick up the phone and reach out. I am hearing Can You Feel the Love Tonight as well. So, something about the Lion King. They are separated. Someone here could have been separated for a few years. Someone wants to make their comeback. Someone wants to come back around. Someone doesn't know how they will be received or if they will even be received. So someone is trying to test the waters with something. I was also hearing Closer by Goa Pelli. Closer to my dreams. I can feel it in my sleep. So someone can feel like they're on the verge of something, especially after a long time in waiting. Now I was getting the caterpillar. Oh, was that? It was either Taurus or Capricorn's reading. The caterpillar into the chrysalis cocoon into the butterfly. And it's like what I was channeling in one of those earth signs readings was, or maybe it was Gemini's reading. I don't know. It was either Capricorn, Taurus, or Gemini. can go check those readings. Regardless, I was talking about the fact that this can be like a group of moths just walking by this cocoon, and they're all just like, haha, whatever, like, look at that thing over there. It's like nothing. They didn't recognize it because it wasn't flying, it didn't have wings, it wasn't doing anything. And then one day, the thing is gone, and there's a new butterfly in town. They're like, wait, what? Where'd all those colors come from? Where did they get all those fancy? Why do their wings have like all these unique shapes? What do they, what do they do? What sorcery is this? And it's like, they didn't see it for what it was because God was hiding its true nature in the cocoon. And so for a lot of my Scorpios, your true nature has been hidden in the cocoon. You do rule death and rebirth. So you will, metaphorically die many times in your life and be reborn many times into many different careers, many different relationships that serve each new version of yourself. So for a lot of my Scorpios, you are shedding a version of yourself where a lot of relationships cannot go with you. It can feel lonely, but it's not lonely. You always have God and Christ on your side. This can also be a time for people who don't really have a strong faith to dive into their faith, because that is actually what is going to take them into their next clumping of relationships, connections, friendships, communities, closer to my dreams. Sometimes it feels like I'm stuck forever and ever. Sometimes it feels like I'll just never get past here. And I'm sure that's how a cocoon feels. Like the caterpillar at least could like walk around when it's in the cocoon phase. It doesn't even have a form anymore. It's just pitch black in there. It can't do anything. It's formless. It's like, man, I really feel like I'm just stuck here forever. I'm missing the days of being the caterpillar. And Scorpio, it's like you can be tempted to like go backwards to things that you could have connected with as a caterpillar, but it's like you don't even know you're about to grow some wings and fly away. So yeah, I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. Literally, someone is about to touch the sky. She says, I'm moving beyond all that I can see. I'm moving closer to my dreams. Sometimes it feels like you're never going to change, but you will never choose to walk away. So again, Scorpio, there is someone here that it's like, they aren't going to change. They know they're not going to get better, but they don't want to lose someone. Someone wants to keep something gold in limbo. Someone wants to possess someone. Someone wants to control. This is like a work situation. Always talking about, oh, well, maybe, we just can't really afford the promotion this year. Oh, we just don't have room. We just don't have room this year, but maybe next year. And they just keep saying that, but they know they have no intention on actually leveling someone up in the company because they want to keep control over them. And it's like they don't want that person to compete with them or be eye level with them. Someone wants to always keep the upper hand. Something about the upper hand is really strong here. I was also hearing Bulletproof by LaRue. Been there, done that, messed around. I'm having fun. Don't put me down. I'll never let you sweep me off my feet. I'll never let you in again. This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. She says, I'm like too proud of myself and happy with myself that I know to walk away from something when it's dead. Whereas, do your dirty words come out to play when you're hurt? Like she's talking about the fact how when someone gets hurt, they always, hit them, like, they always hit them below the belt. Someone here always goes below the belt. There's certain things that should just be left unsaid. Life is too short for me to stop, and your time is running out. So someone is like, you know what? Those harsh words that used to slow me down and used to make me just freeze. Literally, we have the Devil's Labyrinth. I don't even know where this came from. It's through one of these decks, but I've used tarot in these. I don't use my personal deck. So Scorpio, someone has been putting you through the Devil's Labyrinth, but congratulations, you just got out. And I'm sure that's what a cocoon feels like to a caterpillar. It probably feels like the Devil's Labyrinth. Yeah, someone here is like disappointed. They're like, I guess my best days are behind me. Little does someone know that they are getting closer to their dreams. Indeed, Scorpio. Literally, the death card. That is you guys, Scorpio. So it is the end of a chapter. The end is near. It is the end of a relationship. It's the end of a job. It's the end of a living situation. It's the end of something. It could be the end of all these things for some of my Scorpios. It is a 9-year. 9s are completion. So something is about to be complete. Literally. Someone is stressing out about this. The wheel is finally turning and burning. Literally, something is over. Someone is moving, or someone is realizing someone is just an F-boy. Someone doesn't have any staying power. Someone has nothing really to offer except their dingling. And this makes them really sad because they thought it was love. It's going to be love. It's going to be great. It's going to be more than I can take. But someone here is just really lusty and attracted to someone. There was a lot of learning here with the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, but this is a page and a queen. Now, there quite literally could have been an age gap here, or there can be an age gap here, but this is also someone saw someone as this page and they didn't see their true colors, and now this person is like glowing up and really stepping into their power, and now someone is sad because they realize that they slept on a golden opportunity and they're stressed about this because someone here, this can also be someone, you know, in dating, someone thought that they were too cool for someone, too popular, too attractive for someone, and someone went from being a page to an emperor. It's like now someone is sadly mistaken, sorely mistaken. This can also be in a work situation where someone did not want to hire someone